Hi, I'm Arkayla. Welcome. I'm a shamanic healer, an alchemist, and a channel. And if you're new here, it's wonderful to have you here. Please make sure you subscribe so that you get notified every time I post my free weekly reading, as well as any other healings, insights, or activations that I post in the meantime. Today, I am going to do a weekly reading using the Law of Positivism pack by Shireen Oberg. And I've got 3 cards here. So if you want to choose a number that feels right to you from 1 to 3, and if you do feel the urge to listen to more than one card, then do so. Whatever feels right for you, please honor it. And take what resonates and leave what doesn't. And if you want to jump straight to your reading, you can do by just looking at the copy below this video and the timestamps, which will provide a link to every card reading directly. And you can just click on the card and goes directly to your reading. I'll see you there. So if you chose card number 1, this is your card. This is your reading. And there is so much energy going on in this card. And it really speaks of transformation to me. And I feel like you are very, very much in the midst of this transformation. There is so much energy moving through your system right now. But I feel that you've learned to kind of dance with it. And I say that very purposefully because the energy of dancing is really, really strong in this card. There's a lot of movement, as I said, and with that comes this sense of you feeling able to really flow with the flux of what is happening within you, because you are really stepping into this real understanding of yourself now, this new skin in a way. And with that comes this awkwardness, as you really feel into this new sense of self, whether that's because you've changed environment, you've changed job, you've changed relationship status. Maybe it's more subtle than that. Maybe it's just something you're really feeling on the inside, which is this shift from one state to another in a more potent and profound way than you possibly ever have. And we've just moved into the age of Aquarius, which is a profound collective shift. And it feels to me that this is really being embodied in this week for you, in this reading, as you are really experiencing these high level energetic downloads. I feel very much around the crown, the third eye, and the throat. Like all these higher chakras are going through a really significant recalibration. And I sense a lot of opening, a lot of attunement occurring. So what's coming through is that you are being really finely tuned at the moment in order to be able to receive from your guides, from your soul self, from your heart center with much greater ease. And so on the one hand, there's this really powerful, delicate shifting that's occurring, as I said, in these higher chakras, which are all about as recalibrating and fine-tuning this alignment with these very beautiful high frequencies. And on the other side, I feel this sense of you kind of shaking off and kind of moving through these lower vibrational aspects, these disjointed beliefs or understandings about yourself that have kept you weighed down. Because what I found interesting about this card is that often when I see transformation taking place, there can often be a lot of heaviness around it, because in order to transform, we have to really stir the cauldron deep, to shift what can be really stuck behaviors and perspectives. And yet this isn't the energy that comes through here. There's an aspect of that, but not really. It feels to me more like you're in this place of shaking it, just like there's this shaking kind of I want to show you on the card. See these feathers on her bum? It's like she's literally shaking her tail feather. and that's kind of what the sensation. It's like you're kind of, I just need to sort that out, like shake this up and mix it up and move that into a better place. And at the same time, like beautiful recalibration, high frequency alignment. So as I said, there's a lot happening, but it's like you're kind of moving with it. You're really finding your rhythm with it. And it's kind of cool. It's not kind of cool. It's really, really cool. And so obviously there's this theme of butterflies, and there's this energy that's coming through with that around, you've been through the caterpillar, you've been through the chrysalis, and now you're finding your wings, you're learning to fly. And these are like the early stages, and it's an internal experience. And this is what people often don't understand about manifestation. Manifestation is about how you feel about yourself internally. Everything around us is a literal mirror of what we feel within us. And so on that basis, when we want to manifest things, we need to look within ourselves to understand how we feel about that thing, because the way that we feel about it is completely revealing as to the energy that is either aligned with it, as in, I can easily manifest that. That means your energy is aligned with it, versus, wow, that's so out of my league, which tells you there's a lot of energy that's not in alignment with it. There's a lot of stories there that need to be met and transformed. It feels to me as though you've been doing the transformation, and now you're in this beautiful place of, I get this, and I'm lining up with it, and I'm shifting internally what needs to be shifted. And it's really the fine tuning. This card is screaming fine tuning at me, and this beautiful dance, as I said. So if you're not already dancing, and I don't care what your sex is, what you identify as, if you're a soul, you should be dancing, because we were born to dance. You can look at any indigenous community, and the men and the women and the children and everyone in the community is brilliant at dancing. They understood that movement, embodied movement. So really feeling into what you're doing and asking yourself, well, what would it feel like if I dance my anger, or if I dance my sadness, or if I dance my joy, if I dance my abundance? This is conscious movement medicine. And that's the invitation for you this week. If you're not already dancing, get on with it, because that's going to really assist you. And it should feel really, really good to you with this kind of energy. You don't need to do this in public. You can literally do it in your bedroom, and do it when the kids have gone to bed, or, when you've got some time free and there's no one around, or do it in front of everybody. Who cares? Dance with the kids. That's even better. But put music on and really let your body move, because it feels like there's so much happening energetically, and just dancing will help you move with it. And it will also free up space within your body. Your body holds, as I said, all of this energy. It holds your knots as well as your flow. And so the more you can dance, the more you will create space and allow those knots to loosen where necessary, and the more you will assist the flow. Cool. What an amazing week. Have a wonderful time. I have done an energy transmission for you this week to support this journey. And if you feel to tune in with it, it is available through the copy below this video, where you'll see a link. And you click on the link and it will take you to the transmission. Have a wonderful time, and I'll see you next week. Enjoy. If you chose card number 2, this is your card. So what's coming through here very clearly is that you are moving through a lot of shadow work at the moment. And particularly around inner child perspectives, which means that there are a lot of beliefs or ideas about yourself which were cultivated during your childhood, which are coming up at this time to be really honored. So a big part of my work is actually helping people with this. And so I really want to spend some time explaining a few things that will hopefully assist your journey this week. So our bodies are the gateway to everything. We hold all our beliefs and our perspectives about who we believe we are within our body. And so the way we hold these beliefs is through the way that we feel. So our emotions as children, which we didn't have the skill set to process effectively, were often suppressed and submerged physically. So to explain that, when your energy is in a balanced, harmonious state, it just moves around your body in a really easy, happy way. When someone says or does something which we find upsetting or threatening in any way, our physical body, our nervous system responds to that in a flight, fight, or freeze response generally. And in that response, we have an energetic reaction. It's our energetic reaction that actually creates that response. And often as children, we are taught or were taught, there's a lot of change in that area now, which is amazing, but often as children in our generation, we were taught to just kind of get on with it, or don't make a noise, don't make so much noise, or be quiet, don't cry. And so with that education, we were taught to suppress our feelings largely because there wasn't the ability of the people around us to hold space for that. They had had the same upbringing. So generations of wounding around how to navigate emotion. And our generation and the generations around it basically are working through this now in a much more aware, awakened way. And this is brilliant. And so what happens when you suppress those feelings is that your body holds them for you. You're like, oh, I can't deal with this now because my mum is angry, or I don't have the space and time for whatever reason. And so I'm just going to put this horrible feeling that I feel about this, and I'm going to push it into my tummy, or I'm going to push it into my left hip, or I'm going to push it into my right shoulder. And we don't know we're doing that, but this is what happens on a subconscious level, that discomfort, the fear, the anger, the sadness, the loneliness, the abandonment, whatever the feeling might be, it's submerged into our system. And our body holds that for us until at some point in the future, someone says or does something that really aligns with the energy that was submerged. So maybe our partner leaves us when we're in our 20s, and that really resonates with our parent who left us, who seemingly left us when they got divorced from our other parent at a young age. And that triggers that feeling, and that feeling comes up again. And that might come up as an injury or an illness, or it might just be really painful and we have no explanation for it because we're always looking for a tangible, oh, I went to the gym or I did something. And actually it's an energetic thing that's coming up to say, oh, hey, have you got time to deal with this now? and what I feel is coming up for you right now is this opportunity. You are in a place where your body wants to bring these things up for you to sit with. And actually all you need to do is sit with the pain, as challenging as that is. If you can sit with those discomforting emotions, if you can sit with the sadness and cry, if you can sit with the anger and be really angry, you can feel anger and not touch a soul. You can let that scream rip through your body and rage. You know, you can feel every single emotion within yourself. And actually that's all that you have to do. I say all that you have to do, but it's incredibly challenging. I know that because I've done so much of it. And this is what I help other people do. I teach people this because it creates freedom. Because once that emotion has been fully met, fully acknowledged, fully honored, it transforms, it heals, it changes from one state into another. That's what alchemy is. When I say I'm an alchemist, this is what I do all the time. I help people and myself change state from one place to another. And this is the invitation for you at this time. It is to sit with that abandoned child, sit with that sad, angry, scared child, and feel the fear, feel the great sense of abandonment, that loss, that shame, that anger, whatever the emotion is, and honor it. And all you have to do is feel it. And it's like fog. It feels really overwhelming to start with because it feels like there's so much of it. But as you sit with it and you just commit to being with it, and you don't abandon this part of you, you sit and you accept it and you accept it and you accept it. And as you do that, it dissipates and the fog clears, and then there is ease. And as you continue to do it, you just create more and more ease. And where these pockets of stress were being held in your body, there's now just space. And as you do this, you're creating safety. You're creating safety in your body, in the way that you feel. And that allows you to be more confident, more self-assured, more empowered. And it's not because you're trying at all. It's just because it feels the most natural thing in the world when there's nothing in you that's arguing with that. So I hope that was helpful. And I also want you to know that your spirit guides, you've got a really powerful group of guides around you, and animal spirits particularly. There's this beautiful wolf here actually, and I feel that's the energy that's kind of holding space for you right now, and it's providing time and space for you to actually step back from the world and just go in and do this work and make that change. So take advantage of this time. There's an energy transmission I have done for you if you feel that would be helpful. And of course, if you want a one-to-one session with me, if you feel that some direct support with this would be really helpful, then please reach out. I'm more than happy to support your journey. I love doing this. Watching people move through these places is so amazing. And also, if you're working with a therapist, etc., please feel free to do it with them. But this is a really potent time for you to do this work. It's like your body's a bit of a time capsule, and at certain points in your life, these opportunities open up. It's like tick, it opens. It's like, this is a good time. And astrologically, there's so much energy that's supportive of this great change. So take advantage of this and really use it to support and expand your existing journey. Along with that, I send you so much love because it's super tender work. And I know that from my own experience, and I'm honoring you and sending you love, and really do take it gently this week and be present with yourself and that beautiful inner child. And I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye. So if you chose card number 3, this is your card. Okay. And I often say that I don't pay attention to the words because I don't, but sometimes they are relevant. And in this case, this is true. So it says, I deserve to receive and give love. And I feel this is a big piece of what's coming through here, because receiving is the name of the game right now. I feel like you are stepping into a period of great manifestation, great abundance, great receiving. It's like the energy of the spirit realm and the 3D realm are able to really align right now because of the processes that you've been navigating. You've been clearing this channel right the way through you, which is now going to allow these beautiful energies to flow through your being in great harmony. And so it's literally this as above, so below situation, which is always the case. The spirit realm always is reflected in our 3D realm, which is why how we feel about ourselves on the inside is always reflected in our 3D experience, because that spirit astral realm, which is on the quantum, is being projected out through the portal of our physicality into the 3D world. And depending on how much disconnection we have between our soul self and the 3D personality that we've cultivated to exist in this world, the dissonance between those two things, a disconnection between those two things, can mean that our 3D is really clunky and uncomfortable, because it's our purpose to align our soul self with our 3D selves. And the more harmonious that connection, the more in flow we are, the more synchronicity we experience, the more we're able to manifest with ease. And you are there, my friend. I feel like that is exactly this portal of opportunity, of abundance, of alignment is just tick, 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 opening. And it feels so beautiful. There's this beautiful green energy that is below and above, and that is such heart energy. And the heart is the portal, and it just is, the feeling of this is a sense of satisfaction, a sense of completion as well, actually. And the image here it really took me to the tour at Avalon in Glastonbury in England. And I feel that this is coming through, because what they're saying is that there's an ancient energy that is relevant to what's happening to you now. This opening experience that you're going through is really aligned with the karmic past life journey that you've had. And I feel that what's coming through is that you have been a teacher in past lives, you've been a medicine holder, you've been a wisdom sharer, and now all of this wisdom and knowledge is just going to start to open up and move through you and expand out. And as you give, you will receive, because that is the flow of the universe. And your ability to give is going to be profound, prolific, because you have cleared the resistance to that and are continuing to clear. It's like you've moved this big boulder out the way, and now there's just flow. There's still little bits and pieces, of course, sure, but that is all just going to wash gently along the way. So yummy. Wow, huh? Amazing week coming in. Beautiful starlight energy here. Beautiful sacred geometry. So look out for all of this. I feel as though you're just going to be high flying for a while now. And they're saying like a month, 2 months. Like, this isn't specific to this week. Doesn't mean that there won't be, experiences through this. But overall, there's just this theme of ease, magnificence, manifestation, and this momentum, really, this energy that's carrying you through, that's opening these doorways and just saying, let your heart sing. That's all that's required. Don't make this hard. There's nothing, I don't think you're going to do that. You're not in that place. You're just open to receive. Open to receive. I am open to receive. I am open to receive. Those are the words for you. I am open to receive and I give freely. Yes, that's good. I'm open to receive and I give freely. Love it. I've done an energy transmission for you, of course. And if you feel to reach out for a one-to-one session, just to help further expand or activate this experience, then please do. Have a wonderful week. Enjoy, and I'll see you again soon. So much love. Take care.